What's a pre-con that you thought was for crap that turned out to actually be really good? Maybe because you just hated Universes Beyond. Comment down below because this is mine. I'm guilty a little bit sometimes of talking smack on Universes Beyond. I love Universes Within, like Edge of Eternities. There are some Universes Beyond that I really enjoy. Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, Lord of the Rings, just because I believe it fits into Magic the Gathering. So they were like, they're Universes Beyond that I think like, that is like Magic. I had a trouble time with like Spider-Man. I had trouble with like Turtles. Avatar I could kind of bridge, but these were difficult. Like I grew up, I'm 45 years old. I grew up in 1980. I grew up to Ninja Turtles when they came out. Like when cartoons were cartoons, because that's how they had to have cartoons in order to sell the toys. So when they came out with this pre-con, I bought it. And this pre-con was probably the most underestimated pre-con that I have experienced. This pre-con, I didn't play against it at all. I got it and I tore it apart. I wanted the City of Brass. I wanted some of the cards out there. I thought it was a cool pre-con, but I didn't play it. It was almost like I allowed Universes Beyond to be like, eh. And this was probably the biggest pre-con so far that I underestimated quality of it. I played against this pre-con last night, and I played 3 different decks against this pre-con. One of my best friends, he's a big Turtles fan. He loved the pre-con. He did not alter the pre-con at all. And I went 1 for 2. Or 1 for, yeah, it was 1 and 2 against it out of the 3 decks. So the first game against this pre-con, I have a Cloud X Soldier deck. That's a Voltron deck. It's a beefed up. I'll maybe do a video because it's my joy deck. It's my bling deck. Like that's a deck I really love. Deck beat this one. Then I played Gen-C Striker from Tarkir against it. It's a modified deck. This deck mopped it up. I didn't realize when I was playing Gen-C that I have it so geared with like mobilize from multiple opponents that I'm not playing multiple opponents. I'm just playing him. So some of the cards were actually pointless to use. He whooped me so fast with this deck. Those counters go out 8. The third deck I played against this was my Sauron deck, Lord of the Rings deck, and it's a slower deck that this just again mopped it up. I was really impressed by the speed of this deck. I was impressed by the mana pool of this deck. The one thing that I would say I would add to this deck, because I would modify, like I don't know who else out there. I'll take decks and I'll usually modify them. I would add a doubling season to this deck, make it go a little bit more ham. But this deck, I think, is a very, very solid deck. It's a very fun deck, especially for people who are newer to Magic that maybe aren't tainted with Universes Beyond and stuff like me. The one downside to the deck, though, is the price. That's the one thing I think that tainted me a lot on this. And I like to share stuff that's not necessarily, I don't like to create FOMO. I'm not a Magic the Gathering ambassador, never will be. Because Hasbro can suck my dick and so can Wizards of the Coast. I think they screw us over as players. But if you can find this deck for cheap, because eventually you'll be able to find this deck cheap, buy it. If you find it less than like the $69 they're selling it for, buy it. Because I think it's worth. I think this is worth a $50 deck at least. Very fun deck to play. Gets out of control quick, and it's strong out of the box. That's the one thing I like about some of the precons. I hate how the precons you lose so much in them now. So you're not getting the collector sampler with this. You are not getting a life counter with this. You're not getting any cardboard cards, cutouts, whatever with this. You're just getting the deck, essentially. And to me, I don't feel that that's great value unless at a price point. Because for the $75 or whatever this thing was, like, I want all the cool stuff. Like, I want to open it and feel like I got, like, way more bang for my buck. But I didn't. So at $50, I think this is a steal. $60 even is probably a steal. City of Brass is a great card. That's in here. So you have some really good cards in here, some very unique cards also in here that are only found in this pre-con. But I think it's a fun one at the right price to definitely play. And again, it's this thing of don't let the Universes Beyond just kind of taint us. Magic is fun for everybody on different levels, and I get that. And for some people, like, it was a big reminder for me, even with my friend. He loves Turtles, dude, and like this deck he really enjoyed. So who am I to crap on Turtles? Like, this is one of my best friends. Like, I want him to love Magic. He's played Magic well before Turtles, but like he was super stoked about this. So who am I to crap on his parade? That's not right. That's not me even being a good friend. And so the one thing I will say is that this is an amazingly solid deck. I will get another one if I can find it for the right deal. I will modify it. But if you're looking for a fun, solid deck, definitely here. It gives you an opportunity to play all the colors. and the +1/+1 counters go sideways. I'm curious though, what is a deck out there, a pre-con out there that you kind of blew off, you didn't really think a whole lot of, maybe tore it apart, and now you're like, dude, that was actually a really good deck. I'm curious because I know there's a lot of those out there. Comment down below. And if you're new here, hit the like and follow button. I share a lot of content on Mondays, Wednesdays, and on Fridays. I do a lot of box openings and I do a lot of booster pack openings. I like to go through the packs, show you them. I like to share, about my play style, and I also do some what my take is on Magic the Gathering itself. Maybe call out and just at least vent for a little bit. I'll just have to call it like sober venting to these bullshit Hasbro bucks. I don't know. I'll come up with some series. Hit the like and follow button. I want to know a pre-con that you enjoy. That's awesome that we all overlook.